What's up, bro? Now, if you start doing side laterals, I'm gonna get upset. Oh, fuck this. I gotta lift more, bro. I feel bad about myself. All right, guys, we are back at it behind the camera here at Pro Body Tech. We're doing a chest day. Haven't been videotaping all of our workouts just because we have so much backed up content from the trip that Tommy Two Stacks did from Miami. And, just wanted to make sure that we were getting all that content out to you guys. So it wasn't really worth filming a bunch of stuff that we weren't able to do that. So that's that whole process. Haven't missed workouts. Little update on the body. I've been having some sciatic pain on my lower left side, kind of going into my calf, which hasn't limited my training. I've been training through it, but it is affected some of the sleep and I would say enjoyment in a lot of areas of my life, like just sitting down eating, sitting down at work. So these are just things that happen. I wanted to be open and honest with you guys, give you guys an update. Otherwise, from a physique standpoint, everything else feels great. We've been improving strength-wise, excitement to be in the gym. I will tell you, my calves are burning right now. I don't usually hit calves too hard, but in yesterday's or 2 days ago leg workout, we really smashed them hard and my calves are on fire. But other than that, we are going to start with a flat. It's a slightly incline, but I like to call it flat because this is as flat as I go. We got 5 of these 25s on, and we're gonna come down and we're gonna pause on the restraints and then explode up. So we're gonna get about 8 to 12 of these, figure out how many we can get and progress with 3 sets. So let's go. Right, 10 of those. Feels good. We've been using the restraints on some of the Smith machine stuff just to kind of switch things up. Okay, we're gonna control the weight. I've always kind of like paused it on my chest, but now we use those restraints, basically taking any momentum. The stretch when you go into it, it's like a rubber band effect, and it helps pushing the weight off of you if you stay in continuous motion. So when we do this type of training, it does help work with our strength. It also helps with the controlling of the negative portion of the weight and also limits any kind of, not any kind, but more of a risk for injury. So by lifting more weight. We are getting stronger week to week. We're progressing when it comes to overall weight. And I would say the last thing that is gonna be updated is my workout split. So we were doing a 3 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off, or it's actually reversed, but we were having Thursdays and Sundays off, well actually Wednesdays and Sundays off. So we do a Monday and Tuesday, take a day off, and we go all the way through Saturday and then take Sunday off. Right now we're gonna switch to a 3 on, 1 off. We are going to be doing today chest and a little bit of shoulders. We're not going to be doing triceps. Tomorrow we're going to do a full back workout, no biceps, and then we're going to do an arm day. Then we're going to take a day off. Then we're going to do shoulders. Then we're going to do legs, and then we're going to do arms again. It's going to increase the amount of arm work that we're going to do. Arms is a priority that we're going to be working on right now. Got to bring these babies up. So let's get it. Let's go. Thing with the incline, with the flat, is that you're looking straight up into the lights. And with these lights here at Pro Body Tech, they suck, and it just burns. Like you're seeing stars. Like I'm seeing lines now. I'm also pushing myself extremely hard with each set. As you see, controlling the weight, letting that completely unengaged, and then we push it up. Helps with raw strength, helps with control, time under tension, a lot of good intensity techniques that we're utilizing all in the same capacity. One of the things I like to do specifically on the Smith machine is drop sets. So on this last one, we are gonna get a little bit more of a rest period, and then we're gonna go and attack that. We're gonna take a 25 off, do as many as we can, take another 25 off, proceed for that drop set. Today's Friday, so the thing is, that's also gonna change. With a 3 on, 1 off, 3 on, 1 off, it's gonna rotate throughout the week. Used to have Sundays off, used to have Wednesdays off. That's not gonna be anymore. So last one, drop set, baby. Stop. Now that's a set, baby. That's how we roll, right? That's how we bring the intensity each and every day. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so the machine that we wanted to use, we're gonna do an incline press, was busy, so we're gonna move on to the flat panada. Now guys, it is perfectly fine to do 2 flat variations in a row. You can do all flat variations if you want. Obviously, it's all gonna work your overall chest, and that's what we're trying to improve. Now, if you're prioritizing an area of your chest, most people need to prioritize their upper chest, then obviously you want to put the bulk of that work at the beginning of your workout. But myself, where my chest is now started to progress, it's one of those things where I want to come in, get the most effective chest workout that I can with the equipment that is available, and we move on. So we're going to go here. We've already loaded it up. Now this is obviously a little bit different because we're doing continuous reps. So our body's not used to this type of, style of reps because of what we just did. So it is going to be a little bit of a shock to the nervous system. All right, so we did 15. In a sense, this is gonna be more of a pump style exercise that we're gonna do. I like to have certain exercises in workouts be more of the strength focus or all-out push. That's why I like to use the Smith machine. That's why I like to use the restraints, okay? I'm not a huge believer in going crazy weight with a free weight exercise or going crazy weight even with a machine when you have to control the entire range of motion. I like to use the restraints because we're using heavy weight, bringing it down, stopping, resting, and then pushing it up. Resting is 1 second, but that continuous tension and putting ourselves at that position at the bottom stretch is where there can be injuries for myself. That's where I've experienced injuries myself. So it allows me to use heavier weight than normal and then limit the amount of injuries. All right, we're gonna move on to this. A little bit faster pace than we did the other one. So one of the things I was thinking about as well is, you guys see right here, probably haven't seen this tank top. We are going through some trial, some new clothing. And one thing I wanted to say to all of our athletes, ambassadors, people that are fans of the brand, if you guys want more and more clothing, we got to support the clothing that we have. We got to rock the clothing we have, let people know that we have clothing, all those kinds of things. We've come out with some great stuff and we're going to continue to come out with some great stuff. This was an idea that we wanted to have the cutoffs that we have in white, to also have it in blue. I'm not too fond of this material. I'm testing it out today. It's a little bit thicker than what I would like. It's not going to pass the test for me, but that's something that I definitely wanted you guys to bring up. The more you support the brand when buying the supplements and the swag and all that other stuff, the more that we can do as a whole. So we really appreciate you guys, everything you guys do for us, all your recommendations and all those things, they mean a lot to us. But you got to also remember this is a business. So we got to support what we have. Got to keep pushing it out there, letting people know, friends, family, followers, all that, to get behind the brand, take it all in, and we can do more and more and grow the brand itself. So appreciate it. Last part, let's go. 3 sets, we got 12 on that last one. We're gonna move on to the next exercise, let's go. Next one is gonna be our decline press, Panada style. Okay, gotta get that shoulders back, chest high. Whoa. 12 reps, nice squeeze, keep that chest high. Had a guy the other day say on a TikTok that the decline press is not needed. I completely disagree. Now, is the decline press overly used by most people that have sufficient middle and lower chest development? Absolutely, okay? If your chest is a strong point, usually the decline press is not something that you need additional work. Usually an incline movement is where you're gonna get some better bang for your buck because almost nobody can have too much of an upper chest. But someone like myself who has never had a phenomenal chest, doing decline work, definitely essential and can improve your middle chest as well. I'm big on doing the decline press right here. I do it every chest workout. I then revert over to dips, which is obviously another targeted lower chest exercise. And I find that my chest has made huge progress over the last 6 months. So I disagree respectfully. There is obviously a nuance to it, and maybe that person wasn't explaining themselves. So that's why on social media, it's not worth arguing. It's just putting your point out there, and sometimes in a longer chain video, giving all the reference points. All right, ready? I will tell you what feels good about my chest improving is the quality of pump that I've been getting. You know, I also have talked about this in many videos that I don't believe the best way to get results. I do think you need progressive overload. The exercises that you get the best pump from and or mind muscle connection combined with progressive overload are the ones that I believe will get you the best results. Gotta feel it. Gotta find exercise that work with your chemistry, work with your body. I think you'll get the best results. Okay, moving in to the last set here, 12 reps. Let's get it. That's it, fuck. Fucking died on that one. Oh, getting everything out of that chest right there. All right, so we're done with that. We're gonna move on to some dips and we're good to go. All right, so the next exercise we're gonna do is the dip into push-ups. So you probably guys are not gonna see me doing the push-ups because the camera is on a tripod. It's gonna be very hard for me to be able to like move this down and be able to do the push-ups. So we're gonna go up here, we're gonna do our hopefully 15 dips, and then we're gonna do as many push-ups as we can, okay? Okay. That shit sucked. So we did 15 and 15. This is what we've been doing to finish up our workouts lately. Not trying to do functional strength. It's just get as much out of the chest as we can. We're sticking with like 4 exercises. That amount of volume has been great. We've been able to progress. We used to finish the workout with triceps. We're now going to be finishing it with shoulders. I think we're going to start. This is the first week that we've done this. This is the first time that we're going to do this. I think we're going to start with a lot of laterals. Front, side, rear, and that's it. But we got to get through, obviously, these dips. These dips are killer, especially with those push-ups there. So let's see how many we can get. First set was with 15. We did 15 push-ups. Let's see if we can keep at around that number. All right, 12 push-ups is all we could get. 2 of which we fucking had to do on our bellies, on our stomach. When I say on my stomach, I basically went all the way down, stopped, and then had a push up. As you guys can see, it's very taxing. It's kind of finished the workout. Doing another kind of intensity technique. The 2 middle exercises, the flat panada, decline panada. We're using very similar rep styles. At the beginning of the workout, we did the pause, we did the drop set. Great amount of volume in this workout. Doing about 12 total working sets. One which is an intensity technique, and then we're finishing with 3 intensity multipliers. You know, you gotta find that balance. When you're looking to improve a workout, you gotta find that balance between how much intensity and how much volume can you bring, and then making sure that you're able to recover from that. I'm gonna finish last one. Let's get it. Chest is fucked. We had 12 shitty dips, 6 regular push-ups, 10 from our knees. Gassed. That's what we talk about. Get everything out of it. We're gonna move to some light shoulders to start, to finish. Again, we're gonna be doing laterals, pump some blood in that area, and we're all done. Review of how this muscle pump is right there. Chest is upper chest. Get some front raises, hold at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so when I talk about prioritizing muscle groups, I want you guys to kind of think about how much energy you have when working with your weaker muscle groups if you were to do what I'm doing right now. So shoulders was a weak muscle group. How on earth could I possibly put as much effort into this if this is what I was doing each and every week? And this is for all you guys that I need to bring up my rear delts, I need to bring up my traps, I need to bring up my calves. I need to bring up my biceps. Well, how are you gonna improve your traps if it's the last exercise that you do in your back workout? How are you gonna pick up your calves if it's the last? You guys see, out of breath. I'm doing this not to improve my shoulders. What I'm doing is to engage my shoulders, get blood in there, pump those muscles up, but then later in the week, I'm going to have a full shoulder dedicated workout, okay? Now, perfectly fine. If your calves are weak and you want to do them at the end of your leg workout, fine. But later in the week, you're going to have to do calves on their own at the beginning if you want to make an improvement, okay? You know, I say it again and again, and I've been fall victim to this. My arms is a weak muscle group in my body, and as a kid, I never put priority in it. I always put priority in my legs, I put priority in my back, and now, as I've gotten older, I've put priority and focus in those muscle groups, and as I told you at the beginning of this workout, we're gonna be doing arms every 4 days. Every 4 days, arm day. Every 4 days, arm day. I want to add an extra inch to these babies, and once and for all, get them up to par with the rest of my upper body, okay? And the only way we're gonna do that, we need to prioritize, focus, stay locked in. Let's go. Last one. You get some water. We're gonna move on to the next one. Did a couple warm-up sets. We're gonna use the same weight as we did with the front, with the side laterals. Yeah, go, go, go. Absolutely. Now, if you start doing side laterals, I'm gonna get upset, bro. If you, yeah, fucking hey, bro. I'm like, Jesus.
Hey man, Papa Smurf.
What's up, bro? The fucking lady takes my weight and she's like, I'm gonna do the same shit, bro. I'm gonna feel bad about myself.
That's the queen.
I don't have to worry about you doing any of that weight. She's bullying me today. You know what? Fuck this. I gotta lift more, bro. I feel bad about myself. I'm not waiting, bro. She stole my weight. I gotta lift more, bro. I can't have the ladies lifting more than me. Nah, she's present. So we just moved up because I got ashamed of how much I was lifting. But no, that's a good weight. Didn't do 15, I did 12. Feels good. We're gonna bang out one more and then we'll move into some rear delts and be done with these shoulders. You know, it's a short shoulder workout at the end. As I said, just to pump muscle, pump blood in that. Feel it? No, I'm not using any of it. It's all you. That mirror, I'm using all of it though. Let's go.